Well, if there's one thing we know about winter, Blackie and I know that the mice will be coming out of the fields, don't we? Mice? Yep, here's God's little mouse catcher. Well, we're going to show you how to prep our pole barn for mice. They ate through the Mrs. ignition wires last year, and we don't want to have that happen again. Okay, this is our sanctuary. This is our haven. When old Mrs. Pete starts yelling at us, this is what we need to mouse-proof. You already see that right here. They're already busy. They're gonna find their way in here. So, what we have to do is set up a line of defense and try to get them before they get into the cars. 2 years ago, they got into Mrs. Farmer Pete's car. It chewed right through the wiring harness. And cost us about $700. So let's get to work here. Okay, for this task we're going to need some rodent bait, some poison. Get this at Tractor Supply. Some basic decon. This works pretty good down in your basement too. I'm not going to show you that. That's pretty scary. Some basic good old-fashioned mouse traps. And the biggest line of defense is mothballs. And that's an old farmer's trick that we learned a couple years ago. And apparently the mice hate the smell of mothballs, so we're going to show you how this works. Alright, so we're going to set our bait bars and decon wedges right along the edges here. You gotta ask yourself, where would I go if I was a mouse? And you always run right along the edges here. So we're gonna set some right along the edges and come along and set our mouse traps right beside them here. Should have mentioned I always use peanut butter for the traps too. I don't use cheese. Peanut butter lasts longer. Mice are crazy for peanut butter. Now the final most important part of this is the mothballs. We're going to lay down some mothballs, put them right underneath where the engine goes. Pretty much lay them all around the vehicles, even our tractors. And that should do it. Well, we're just plain country folk out here trying to make a living, helping folks find a job in our blue house. Winter setting in here. So you can reach us at o'connellconsultingservice.com. Hope you liked the video. There's our snow fence we did last segment. Hope you liked the video. Share it. Until then, we'll see you when we talk about catching a feral cat.